Otters are some of the best hunters in the business. They are quick, aggressive, and fearless. Have you ever seen otters attack a caiman? What about a jaguar? Join us as we look at 15 relentless otter hunting moments caught on camera. 15. Otter eating fish. They are cute and cuddly, but this video demonstrates how mean and aggressive otters can be. When they're hungry, they are not to mess with, because they will do whatever it takes to get what they want. These two little guys have caught a 2-foot carp, and they're going to enjoy every single bite of this amazing meal. You can see them digging into their meal with pleasure. Enjoy. An otter can be seen in the water enjoying fish for lunch. The otter is by himself, and there is no danger lurking in the close vicinity, so he's enjoying his meal and relaxing at the same time. Giant river otters can consume up to 6 pounds of fish per day as adults. Catfish are popular among otter prey because they are slow swimmers who stay in one spot, making them easier to catch. However, they are not easy to consume. The catfish's spine locks, making it difficult to eat. The otters soon fill their tummies, and the family goes off to patrol their region of the Pantanal in force, seemingly fearless of nothing. Another otter can be seen digging into a fish close to the riverbank, and when he's done, he goes looking for more as he dives back into the water. These two adorable otters find some fish in this beautiful stream. The one standing up and looking up at the sky while he eats is hilarious. And I just noticed that they are both on leashes, so they are owned by the man filming this video. This guy must have his hands full at home with these two little fellas. 14. Otter versus caiman. These otters are looking for a caiman and will dive underwater to get a better look before disappearing into the bushes. They appear to have killed something, but it's difficult to identify what it is or what happened. The otters in this video spot a caiman on the riverbank, and they decide to take a closer look. The caiman doesn't move and slowly enters the water, where he feels safer. If the caiman doesn't attack the otters, they will most probably leave him alone. Look at how large this crocodile is, but the otter doesn't seem to care, because he's the one annoying the big reptile and not the other way around. These otters remind me of honey badgers and wolverines, some of the craziest and bravest animals on the planet. 13. Otter versus monkey. A few otters decide to taunt and tease a couple of monkeys minding their own business. The monkeys look at the others, but don't pay too much attention to them. Otters remind me of grade school children in the schoolyard at recess, always looking to make trouble and finding it. This footage from the San Diego Zoo reveals that otters and monkeys do not get along. Watch as this otter attacks these monkeys, who defend themselves and retaliate. If these creatures don't appear to enjoy each other's company, I'm not sure why they're in the same enclosure. The otters continue to go back and forth, but nothing else appears to be happening. The otters get some reinforcements, but the 4 small fellas aren't sure what to do. The monkeys, on the other hand, are calm, cool, and keeping a close eye on the otters. 2 otters startle a large black monkey when they erupt out of a small cave. The primate lets them go by without interfering as he watches them walk away. 12. Otter eating octopus. This industrious sea otter was able to capture one of the world's greatest escape artists, an octopus. And I can't say he's not enjoying his meal, so good for him. Another interesting fact is that an adult otter can consume approximately 2 tons of food per year to refuel. A single sea otter costs zoos around $20,000 per year to house, making them one of the most expensive animals to keep in captivity in relation to size. This sea otter hangs onto an octopus and tries to make the most of it as the otter floats on the water. It's obvious the otter is biting into the mollusk, but is the 8-legged creature still alive? If it is, it doesn't have much time left to go. A few people taking a boat ride in the evening after the sun sets encounter an otter in the water eating an octopus. I guess otters hunt at all hours of the day. Otters rely on their high metabolic rate to stay warm in the open ocean because they lack blubbery insulation. They also put a lot of effort into grooming themselves. Sea otters prevent water from reaching their skin by blowing bubbles into their dense underfur. However, that air-trapping property is only effective when the fur is kept clean and debris-free. This otter brought in a big octopus to the beach and wolfed it down in no time. Surprisingly, many of the otters seen eating octopus are adult females with pups. Otter pups will nurse for about 6 months before learning to dive and forage on their own. It's possible that the extra caloric needs of a mother-pup pair make dangerous prey like these cephalopods worthwhile, even if they aren't eating for two. Sea otters require about 25% of their body weight in food each day. In fact, they burn calories at a rate nearly 3 times that of other marine mammals. Octopus meat is high in protein when compared to clams and other shellfish. Despite its nutritional value, it's a risky food choice. Dolphins have died in Australia while attempting a similar hunt with much smaller species. The same is true for seals and sea lions, but as we have seen in previous videos and in this video, otters seem to be the unquestionable masters at catching and killing octopus. 11. Otter versus bird. This is the incredible moment an otter killed a full-size gray lag goose on the Norfolk Broads. It made a similar attack the week before and can be seen dragging its prey under bank pilings to its den. If the man filming hadn't seen and recorded this, he wouldn't have believed it. Remarkably, it happened in broad daylight on a busy Saturday afternoon, which is even more surprising. After this, Otter manages to snatch a duck and pull it back to shore. He lets go of its neck for 1 second and gives the duck enough time to swim away and escape. The entire time, the duck was pretending to be dead, so the otter would let go of it eventually, without worrying it would escape, and the duck's plan worked like a charm. When a bird makes the mistake of landing on the water, right above an otter lurking below the water, the bird is snatched and eaten in no time. I don't see otters attack ducks very often, but they will eat almost anything. So, when the otter saw the plump and juicy duck right above his head, it's easy to understand why he couldn't resist. 10. Otter versus jaguar. Otters are tough, and a few otters can even give a jaguar a run for its money, but seeing an otter crush a jaguar's head like the otter in our thumbnail is doing is almost impossible. I guess our Photoshop expert wanted to have a little fun. This female took an opportunistic chance on a giant river otter and missed. The giant river otter then sent out the distress call, which brought the family back together, ending the jaguar's chance. The vocalizations are amazing, and the strength in numbers is very apparent. A jaguar sniffs around a feisty giant otter's den in the Brazilian Pantanal, and is met with scorn. Then, another jaguar, often seen by Panthera's scientists along the São Lourenço River in the same region, tries to catch some rays on a tree branch near a den full of giant otter pups. A group of frenzied adult otters, uninterested in sharing their favorite eating spot and home base, alert their dominant male and storm the big cat from the water. For some reason, the otter lying down on the beach doesn't realize that a jaguar is about to jump him. So when the big cat attacks, the otter is startled, and it takes the feisty little creature a few seconds to recuperate and fend off the big cat. I'm surprised none of the other otters went to help. Otters usually stand together in the face of adversity. In this video, a jaguar comes rushing out of the forest trying to snatch an otter, but all the otters manage to jump into the water, escaping the big cat and then taunting it. Once they are safe, these otters seem to be having a blast in the water in this video, as the frustrated jaguar tries to figure out a way to snatch one. A few otters run out of the water and mock charge a cautious jaguar. The big cat doesn't take any chances and runs back up the riverbank away from the nasty otters. 9. Otter eating eel. The otter in this video has ripped an eel to shreds and is digging in for the tasty tender meat. As cute as they are, otters are a force to be reckoned with. Another otter munches on an early eel breakfast in the water. I don't think this otter will share his meal with any other otter daring to ask. Otters can eat out of the water, and they can eat while they're floating on their backs, or their bellies. It doesn't matter, as long as they eat. And this is what the otter in this video